Am I wrong for agreeing that I'd pick my mentally ill mom over my healthy stepmother who raised me? My parents separated when I was a baby and shared custody of me until I, 17F, was 4. My mom was mentally ill and too unstable to be a custodial parent. So at 4 he got full custody of me and my mom had supervised visits with me 4 times a month. When I was 5 my dad met my stepmother. They got married fast, within 6 months, and I was told by both of them that she was my mom now and I was to address her as that from now on. When I said I already have a mom, my stepmother told me she was crazy and dangerous and I wasn't to talk about her like that anymore, and I had to use my mom's first name because I had a new mom now. I was punished for not complying, and whenever I had a good visit with my mom I was berated for being so happy about seeing that woman. I got into trouble all the time for homework and assignments I brought home from school if there was any writing about my mom. Because they'd know from reading what I wrote that I was talking about my mom and not my stepmother. It got worse when my dad and stepmother had kids together. They would get mad at me for being such a bad influence and for not showing the proper respect to my stepmother in front of her children. My grandparents, aunt and uncle on dad's side, spoke up for me. They argued with my dad and stepmother over how I was treated and how wrong it was to punish me for loving my mom. My stepmother argued that it was for my best interest and that it was also crazy to expect her to tolerate being called by her name when my mom was on suicide attempt number 5 and had been hospitalized for the 10th time in a few short years and wasn't even stable enough to raise me. She said that stuff about my mom in front of me, which made the fight worse, and my grandparents were extra pissed about that. Whenever my extended family get cut off I feel worse because I don't have trusted adults to rely on. My dad and stepmother cut all access to my mom's side of the family, and since she's still alive but just sick they can't get rights to me and I don't remember how to contact them. I was too young the last time. I hate the two of them. I'll always hate them. My grandparents offered to take me off their hands a few times but my dad always said no, and my stepmother would say I don't get to leave the house until I show her the respect and appreciation she deserves for being the mom who stepped up when my mom refused to get off the crazy train. There was a dinner a few nights ago for one of my half-siblings' birthdays, with both their families. So I got to see my extended family. I came up in conversation and my stepmother and her family were saying how disrespectful I am and how awful it is that I chase after a deadbeat over my true mother. My dad's side defended me and said she hadn't earned any respect with the way she spoke to me and about mom in front of me. Then someone on her side said I would pick my mentally ill mom over her and that's wrong. I said yes, I would, and I'd do it again and again and again. I said I didn't feel bad about it either. A fight broke out at the table and my grandparents have somehow stopped me from getting everything taken away and a hugely strict punishment. But my dad and stepmother won't shut up about awful I am for saying that. AITA?